Hi, I'm Jason from Valley's Heart Hema, and today we're doing a brief helmet review or helmet rundown with all the things I've spent money on so far. So first, we'll start with the Wakusi Cobra style mask. I got this after a tournament where I got hit in the temple a bunch, and it gave me a headache, and I decided that I probably didn't want CTE later in life. So the pros with this are, this is amazingly strong. You can get really nailed in the back of the head, the side of the head, and you don't feel it at all. That is a big pro for me. There's some cons. This style of helmet is really loud, so even a light hit might really sound off and seem bigger than it was. Another con is that the shell is built into the mask. So should the mask failed, like this one did, you can still see some of my blood on it. I took a thrust to the face and, oh, that's rust. I took a thrust to the face and it collapsed a bit, waffled me really hard, and I stopped using it because I got afraid. And I've seen multiple others of the Wakusis do that. The problem is, like, once your head's in it, the mesh rests really close to your nose naturally, unlike some of the other masks I'll show, so that sort of primes you for that kind of situation. Purportedly, the black mesh Wakusis are stronger and don't cave in as much, although I can't say either way if that's true. Another con is this was expensive and I don't wear it anymore, like over $200 expensive. So Wakusi. We have your regular absolute fencing mask. I use these for sport fencing. I also use them for Hema. The mesh is really high quality. It sits nice and far away from your face when your head's in there. One of the pros to this kind of mask that doesn't have a built-in overlay is that you can get different kinds of overlays and fit them onto the mask as your tastes change, as your safety requirements change. And likewise, if you have an overlay you really like and the mask gets, like too beat up on the inside, too cigarette stainy looking, then you can just ditch the mask, you still have the overlay. Other pros are these are probably the most affordable masks. They're just a good solid choice when you're starting out. Purple Heart has them, Absolute Fencing has them. A side note on the Absolute masks, I did buy one here recently because I hate how stained this looks with my caustic sweat. So I wanted one that's black, Hema colors. And to help with the sweat issue, I wanted one with removable lining. The only trouble is, for some reason, this large is bigger than this large, so my head really swims around in this. I'm sort of a weird in-between size between medium and large. So what that means is I can adjust the tongue, I'll wear a little skull cap, and that sort of keeps me snug in a large. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, the large and removable mesh is even bigger than that, so even with those things, I can't really get snug in here. So I haven't figured out a way to really use this yet, or if I'm gonna return it or add it to the club pile. So something to consider. The removable mesh ones seem to be a slightly larger size than the non-removable mesh ones. Moving on, we have, we'll do this. This is the Sup Fin overlay, hard shell overlay, sort of their answer to the Wakusi Cobra. And so I knew after the Cobra that I still wanted something with a hard shell on it. And this seemed like a good choice because it would go on different masks as my mask died or became unusable. It was under $100. I got it from, I think, Sword Shop Canada. It is even thicker than the Wakusi. The back of the neck doesn't come down quite so far. That didn't seem to be a problem. I have taken a shot. As you'll notice, there's a big lip on this here. And I have taken a shot here that was strong enough to pull the mask up and make the chin hit me in the nose and cause some bleeding. Yeah, I'd say that's a con, how fat this lip is. But again, the side protections really well. Unlike the Wakusi, which uses this like bungee on the back, this has a strap that you strap in. As you can see here, I have been using it with a zip tie because it was just a regular mechanism here, and someone hit me with a flamberged rapier and shattered it. And so I was in the middle of a tournament and I had to make a solution quickly. And this is just how it is now. So I would say that's a con, is that the mechanism is exposed to damage. Like, honestly, I guess I'm surprised that a longsword hit never did that. But, so yeah, this to me was better than the Wakusi because I could use it on a mask that my face felt safe in, but it was not without drawbacks. Moving on, let me free this thing first, if that's possible. My hands are sore, this is sweaty. Let's pull it out here. So this is the PBT historical fencing mask. It has a really nice wide profile. It has really good mesh. It has, I believe, yes, 1600 Newton penetration on the bib. The mesh is certified as well. There are two kinds. Jared here has the warrior kind, which, as you see, extends longer, so the back of your head is real tucked in there. I got the regular kind, which is still with one of the covers is fine. My head is tucked in. The other sort of both pro and con is it has the most like interior cushioning of any of the masks we've looked at. Like, this is really thick. It's malleable now because it's soaked and we shot this video after sparring. It's very well cushioned inside, so I can't put a skull cap on or anything and wear it. So it keeps your head pretty snug. Also a downside, it took the most breaking in of any masks.
That shit was rough.
I had. Like, the first couple practices, I couldn't even really talk. If I opened my jaw, it just hurt and like gave me remnants of TMJ for a while. And this is the larger size. They only come in size 1 or size 2. And like I said, I'm about between a medium and a large in absolute sizing. And I know a size 1 would be too small. So it's really taken a lot of breaking in. You can, like most masks, you can adjust it, you know, by squeezing on it, by fucking with the tongue, and try to make it fit. But now it's pretty comfortable. I can talk in it. My face is still snugly in it. I think it's my favorite base mask and it just feels the most solid. What I had on it was this overlay. This is basically the PBT overlay. It fits on it. The sub-fin overlay would not fit on this mask just because of how how bulky it is here on the crown. But that's also, to me, a pro. Like, the crown is very bulky. So I got this overlay. Originally, this is just heavy cloth and some light foam, it's not a lot of protection. I mean, you can fence a tournament in this. There's a little bit, like a thin layer of plastic in the back, it feels like. It goes down the Napier neck quite well. It's got some breathing holes right where you would get sphericked. So anyways, these are fine, I think, for starting out or for like medium intensity sparring, but nowadays I wouldn't go into a tournament just wearing this. And so that brings me around to what I'm currently using on it, which I just got, which is the Wakusi overlay. Gosh, the name escapes me. We can edit it in the comments.
Probably won't.
Yep. So anyways, this has a hard shell, but it is thinner than either of these, but it's definitely, like, you can feel that the hard plastic is there. It's still sort of hot, just like both of those overlays are. The neck comes down. I really like the neck. The neck comes down better than the sup fin. It doesn't have any mechanisms that could get sphericked to death on the side of your head, like the sup fin. I think it only came in one size, but it fits this mask really well, and this is my current favorite. So out of all these masks, if you're starting out, I would recommend the PBT historical fencing mask, and then probably this the Wakusi overlay.
Does the Wakusi fit on the PBT Warrior?
Yeah. On this one?
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
that's
no.
for sure. No.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I can just look at it and look at that shit is beastly.
Yeah, dude, I got a fat head.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think this will
fit.
Will fit, but it'll fit on the other one.
All right.
All right. Thanks for listening.